Hello, and welcome to the Montgomery Report. Today we're going to be focusing on our very special guest, Albert Arnold Gore Jr., or as most of you know him as Al Gore. Growing up, Gore's father, Al Gore Sr., was a senator of Tennessee, and he also served in the House of Representatives. When Gore was 14, he and his family moved to Washington, D.C., and Gore attended a very prestigious prep school. For college, Gore attended Harvard University and graduated with a degree in political science. After college, Gore enrolled in the Army. He spent 2 years in the Army and worked as a journalist. After the Army, Gore enrolled in law school. He didn't finish law school, though, because he pursued a career in politics. In 1976, Gore was elected to the House, and that launched his political career. Welcome, Al. I would just like to ask you some questions about your political career. When did you know that you wanted to pursue a career in politics?
Well, growing up, my dad was both a senator and a member of the House, so I had a very political family, and that's really when I decided that I wanted to grow up and become a politician.
Very nice. I've been told that you enlisted in the Army. Why did you do that? What was your reason behind that?
Well, I've always been against war and violence for my whole life, but I felt it was my civil duty as an American, so I decided to fight for my country.
Very nice. In the Army, you spent most of your time as a journalist. How did that time as a journalist help you in your political career?
Well, journalism really opened my eyes to being a politician because it made me work with people, and it really made me a good public speaker, and I was good at connecting with all different types of people, which really launched my career.
What is the most important issue that you focused on throughout your career?
Well, by far the most important and relevant issue right now is global warming and the depletion of the ozone layer, which is just a protected layer around the Earth that protects it from the sun and various other elements. And through the emission of greenhouse gases over the last 100 years or so, we've depleted it by an extent that's almost unrepairable, and which is why we need to act now to counteract all these things that we've done.
What specific events have you been part of that deals with global warming?
Well, I've been part of many bills and agreements among many nations to cut down on greenhouse gas emissions. Some of the most famous agreements that I've been a part of are the Interparliamentary Conference on Global Warming and also the Kyoto Global Warming Conference. In the ICGW, we developed an agreement to reduce greenhouse gas emissions in 40 different nations, which is a big breakthrough. The KGWC was an agreement among over 150 countries to reduce carbon dioxide gases, the emissions around the world, which is amazing.
Very nice. Right? Seems like that'll save a lot of lives.
I can only hope.
What was the most proud moment of your career?
Well, the most proud moment of my career by far was in 2007 when I and the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change won the Nobel Peace Prize, and that was just an extraordinary experience, and it really helped me advocate my feelings and knowledge on global warming to the world.
You won that prize because of your work with global warming, correct?
Yes, on many different bills and other sorts of things that I've done worldwide.
As you all can see, Al Gore is one of the most proactive people when it comes to advocating the importance of global warming. He was a member and active influence for many organizations which have worked to improve and inform the world of the growing climate epidemic. Gore has been the lead informant of global warming and has managed to preach its importance enough that global warming, really a threat or not to the world, is a household term that has affected how people interact with the environment. For all his work and determination, Gore greatly deserves his Nobel Peace Prize.